From the islands in the Pacific Ocean to the runways of Europe, Aboriginal fashion designers are showcasing their work in London tonight, along with designers from Papua New Guinea, Fiji and New Zealand. Well, the London Pacific Fashion Collective showcases work of established and emerging designers, many for the first time in the UK. Well, with me are designers Robert Kennedy and Pania Greenway. Thanks very much for coming in. And I should introduce our four models as well, who are wearing some of your clothes and some of the other designers who are going to be on set and on show tonight. First of all, just let me begin with you, Pania. Where are you from, and talk us through what's happening today?
Okay, so I'm from New Zealand, and today we're showing as a collective in Whitehall, a show for showcasing the London Pacific designers.
Yes. And the young lady in the green is your design, isn't it?
Right.
Can you show us what you're wearing and talk us through what that is?
Yeah, so this is one of my looks. It's my I'm really inspired by New Zealand and Māori designers and their work. So a lot of my work looks at ways that maybe weavers and things would put their garments together. So I would look at a way of fashioning things to the body that's not necessarily cutting. So I do a lot of zero waste design and look at other ways of fashioning clothes to the body that doesn't waste fabric. So it's really from a more sustainable and ethical perspective with my design.
And Robert, tell me where you're from.
I'm from Fiji, so I'm a fourth generation.
You don't look like you're from Fiji, if you don't mind me saying. You
no,
look
I
like
never
you're
do. Well, originally the family would have come to Fiji in the 19th century from Europe. So I was born there, my parents were born there, and I've been doing fashion design for about 9 years in Fiji, and that's my design over there. And this collection is very much inspired by flowers, tropical flowers. Had a bit of an Indian mix in it this year with the styling, because half of our population in Fiji is Indian. So we have a very diverse cultural mix in Fiji. And I always like to show that.
So what's the Indian influence there?
Oh, it's probably with the flowers and the way the flowers are arranged, the ribbons. It's probably not completely represented in one outfit, but you might see a bit more of a hint of it through. I've got a lot more colours in my collection. This is
your own shirt, modelling,
yes.
Absolutely. And just, Pania, can you just talk us through some of the other models that we've got here as well?
Yes, so this is from our Australian collective who didn't show today. So she's sent her garments anyway. She couldn't make it, so this is her design. And Robert, do you want to?
And we've got Sarah as well. Oh, sorry, yes.
So this is the Aboriginal
yes,
design?
That's right.
Yes,
yes.
so they've
and
taken
you can see the patterns.
paintings,
yes, a lot of
yes.
prints, yeah.
And they've been digitally printed and recreated onto. It's taking a canvas basically onto a dress and fashion, and they're quite beautiful colours.
They're beautiful, yeah, stunning.
Yeah.
And finally, let's have a look at.
This is Sarah, and her collection. She's from Papua New Guinea, and again you can see colour. And she uses all her own background and ethnic designs, tribal designs, to create these wonderful prints and looks that she's got showing here.
It's lovely, really lovely. Thank you. I mean, I want to ask both of you, if you don't mind me. I'm from India, so I will wear English clothes and Indian clothes, and sometimes there'll be a sort of fusion item that might work. But do you think that these designs will be worn by people who have not got a link to the Pacific? And who are you selling to here in London?
Yeah, well, I hope so. We hope so. It's a way to share our culture and what we learned and and what we do with every mainstream fashion, really. So hopefully.
Yes, I mean that's my aim as well, is to get out of we don't want to be stereotypical to the Pacific style, and something that sort of works in both markets. I always try and do a bit of mix and match to. So you could put a bit of Western clothing with tropical. Yeah, and this market's quite different for me. And
why come to London though? What's in it for you to come to London?
Oh, it's exposure.
Definitely exposure for the brand.
And showing, and it's also we're showing our culture and our creativity as well. So that's we work closely in our communities in Fiji. To show off who we are and where we're from, so this is part of that.
It's another way of design. It's very innovative. Like Māori are very innovative with their design. They were.
So are you trying to get the attention of big department stores or small boutiques, or who are you trying to sell to?
I aim more for small boutiques because I'm a more of a sustainable, ethical designer, so it's really a smaller scale.
And
So-
is the point of coming to London that you are selling to British companies, or is this, you know, London's obviously a very global city, isn't it? Do you
Yes.
tend to find
Yeah.
that you then get exposure in Europe and wider?
Yes,
exposure?
that's
Absolutely,
right.
absolutely.
And I'm interested in the different markets that are within London. You know, there's a big black community in London, and my clothing appeals to that. So I'm looking into that side of things as well. So it's not just, yeah.
How difficult is it to break through? Because when we think of London Fashion Week, we think of, you know, the huge star celebrity design companies and fashion houses. I mean, how difficult is it for you to kind of even be able to get the space and get an audience?
Yeah. It's extremely hard, and showing as a collective really helps. It gives you that
Yes.
platform to get out there for where we might not get seen, you know.
Who's
otherwise.
coming to watch you tonight, do you know?
It's a varied audience. Our organisers involved the British Army. There's a lot of Fijians in the British Army, so we're going to have a lot of support from Fijians that are, and the military.
And our High Commissioners, you know,
Yes, all our High Commissioners are involved.
and then locals interested in fashion and Pacific fashion particularly, you know.
How
so
do you
very
get the
much-
buyers in there, though?
Yeah, so that's why obviously we're here and doing other interviews and, you know, really just trying to promote the event and get, you know, to show what we do, because I think it's very different. It was a very different point of view, you know.
And just to sound to descriptions, I've just come back from a month in India, and what we wear in a hot, sunny country is kind of quite difficult. I mean, okay, I'm in something colourful today, but generally the mood is different, the weather's
Yes,
different,
yes,
what works,
yes,
you know, what you
yes.
feel like wearing is different. So do the clothes really translate?
Well, sometimes we're looking at say potential buyers that sell in boutiques, resort boutiques, so that buy out of the UK, like for shipping, for cruise ships and things like that. My stuff would actually suit a cruise ship market. So you never know what's out there. Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the best of luck. Robert Kennedy, Pioneer Greenway, and the four models. You look fantastic, and the clothes look amazing. Thanks very much, and
Thank
good
you.
luck.
Thank you very much.